Welcome back. Today we are in the sweetest place in the entire Grand America Hotel. We are in the pastry kitchen with Fernanda. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks for inviting me to the bowels of the hotel. This is the place where it smells the best, it tastes the best.
Thank you.
And the funnest people work here, right?
Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate that. And we're doing today a bread pudding mix.
This is the Grand America bread pudding that is
This
world-renowned.
is the very famous. People come from all over the place to come here and eat the bread pudding. So it's a must-have item on a buffet.
All right, and it's
really
just
love
in
it.
time for Mother's Day for all of you cooking at home. So let's get started. What do we need
people
to
can
begin?
do at home because it's really simple. It's just like very few ingredients. We have in here is 3 cups I have cream. And we're going to add 1 cup granulated sugar. And we're just going to mix that together. And we have a tablespoon vanilla and a cinnamon stick.
Oh, and you put the whole cinnamon stick in?
Yes, it's just for flavor. We're going to remove that before we bake the bread pudding. And we're going to bring that to the stove. We're just going to warm it up very light. So we don't bring this a boil or anything. It's just very warm. It's just
Not
kind of,
boil.
yeah, just kind of helps to dissolve the sugar.
Great.
Better, so.
All right, and so just for a minute or so, it needs to stay on there. Great.
It's just warm.
All righty then. Oh, this looks and smells delicious.
So just mix it over so the sugar is well dissolved and everything.
All right.
So that's good. And we're going to remove the cinnamon stick.
That was pretty amazing.
I
You
know,
just grab
that
it with the
never
whisk.
happens.
That never happens. Only for live television does that happen.
TV, yeah. And we have 4 eggs here. The recipe is on the website. And the eggs has to be beaten before we add in here. So let's mix the eggs really well.
And you want to do this by hand. You don't need to put this in a mixer or anything,
No,
right?
it's really simple. You don't need it. If people really want it, they can mix the eggs on a machine, but it's not necessary. So just mix the eggs well.
This gets your arm workout as well, so you can put more bread pudding in your body since you're working it off in advance.
That's true, yes. That'll help. So just add the eggs. We don't have to worry about tempering the eggs or anything because the cream is just being warm. It's not super hot or anything.
Yes.
So, and that's all. That's the mix we use for our bread pudding. It's really simple and it's really yummy. And now we're going to start adding the bread. Here at the Grand America Hotel, we use croissants. A day old croissants.
It's so good.
Are
And
better.
they're day old?
Yeah, day old is better. We can use fresh, but they get softer, so it's better. It absorbs better.
May I help you break it up? And you just do little pieces.
Little pieces. And at home, people can use any kind of bread.
But why not do the best bread, the croissant, for this recipe?
Just leftover white bread or brioche, whatever bread they have at home.
My mom always likes to make stuffing with the old bread, but I say, Mom, let's do bread pudding instead. Especially with the Grand America recipe. How many croissants do you need for this?
Oh, depends on the dish. Like we have in this small dish, so that's probably enough.
Is that good? Oh, wait.
Yeah,
okay.
like I'll say 4 or 5 croissants.
Darn it, what am I going to do with this bite? Let me taste. Oh. Still fresh and delicious. Okay.
So the trick here is just kind of let the croissants soak the butter a little bit.
Right.
But because we're in TV, we're going to just do right now. But usually we just let it soak a little bit so they get all the moist from the custard, right? And the bread pudding is better when it's very nice and moist. You have more custard than bread.
Okay.
That's when it's better. So we're just going to add here.
Oh, look at that. Excellent. And just any oven-safe dish you want to put this in,
Yes.
any baking dish.
Any baking dish, yes.
The prettier the better, though, because you're just going to serve it straight in that.
Yes, that's true. So like I said, just let the croissants soak the custard for a little bit before you bake. But you want to have that. You want to have more custard than bread. So that way it's nice and moist. It's not so dry. And then we cover with foil. And because bread pudding is a custard, you always have to bake with the water underneath. Because if not, you're just going to bake too fast.
And will it burn if you don't have the water? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't bake properly. Yeah? So you just put it like on a bigger dish.
All right.
Or on a big sheet pan or something, and you just add water underneath.
And then how long do you bake it? At what temperature?
We bake at 400 degrees. And how long depends the size of the dish that we have at home. Like on this one, takes more than an hour. So it's a slow process because you're baking with the water, underneath the water, you know what I mean?
Yes,
so that takes
400
it's
degrees
slow.
and about an hour, maybe a little more, a little less.
A little less, depends on the size dish that you have.
And then this is what it looks like, the finished product. If we can show Val, let's get this, let me see, out of the way over here. Put it back over here. Oh, look at that. All right, so we'll have you dish up some of that, and I'll let everybody know where they can get the recipe for Grand America's world-renowned bread pudding. Go to our website, abc4.com, or you can call our recipe hotline. That number is 975-4443. Press 3 for recipes. And look at this. This is the bread pudding coming out, the caramel sauce on top. Nisha, Reagan, Marty, you eat your hearts out. Fernanda. That's extraordinary. And tomorrow, we're going to show you the Mother's Day brunch. Look at some of those yummy items at the end of the table there. That's a sneak peek of what's to come tomorrow. Coming up next on Good Things Utah, how to help prevent a stroke. We'll be right back.